I made a segment a couple days ago about narrative and things like that, and we did update the narrative in the NFL changes. But we've talked about this, and I literally made a segment a couple days ago about us being scared, us as a fan base being scared of the Washington Commanders. And I know what's going to happen next time. We're going to be scared of Saquon Barkley. We're going to be scared of A.J. Brown. We're going to be scared of Stafford. I listen. We've talked about this, and this is no shot to anybody in the chat, but we've got to change, y'all. I get it, man. You've got decades of loser inside of you. You got to get it out. Our offense is the #1 offense in the league. Teams have to catch. They have to be able to play keep up with us. They have to be able. Why are we acting like this? I don't understand why this is a thing. Matthew Stafford, A.J. Brown, we have literally gone up against some of the best wide receivers. Justin Jefferson had under 60 yards in week 18, if I'm not mistaken. The Lions have the #1 third down defense in the league. #3 red zone, somewhere around there. We have to stop being like this. What is there to fear? Like, I think about this, and I'm watching the games, and I'm thinking about, okay, were the Denver Broncos nervous that they were going to play the Buffalo Bills? Are the Houston Texans going into Arrowhead with the crappy weather saying, you know what, we really don't belong here? We're scared of this team. We're scared of the great and powerful Patrick Mahomes. No, they're not. You think the Washington Commanders are coming in here saying they're scared of the first seed Detroit Lions? I don't. The only thing I can say about this, and I don't know what's going to change it. Is a Super Bowl going to change this? Is because after the Commanders, with the Commanders, we got to worry about McLaurin. We got to worry about, mobile quarterbacks, and Jaden Daniels is like a $105. He looked like a $105. Maybe he not. I don't know. Y'all said he 212 pounds. Okay, he carries it very well. But I saw this dude fly up in the air like the greatest American hero yesterday or last week in the wild card round, right? He is their team. We have so much depth. And I'm not talking about roster depth. I'm talking about depth. Our team is deep. We have a quarterback that doesn't get a ton of credit. We got a 12th overall pick that literally 95% of the NFL media world was shunning and condemning this pick. We've got a guy who is battling in Aiden Hutchinson to come back. We've got a dude, David Montgomery, who has nothing but praise from not only Penei Sewell, Dan Campbell, the whole nine. I don't understand why we are like this. I am going into tomorrow's, and maybe we're trying to hold back being haughty. But what I'm realizing about like making content and being a fan of an up-and-coming team is that there is a point where you can feel, I understand now why the Chiefs fan base, why you cannot stand them. And sad to say, I think that's going to become us. You lose for decades. This is a team that has never been to a Super Bowl, one of 4 teams to never be, one of 13 to never win. If we get one win, then now I already know what we're going to be thinking, right? We're going to be ahead, but we're going to be thinking dynasty because you win 2 in a row. It's a dynasty. And I think back to last year, had we made the Super Bowl, we beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and we are a better football team this year. We could legitimately be looking at a repeat right now, but we got to get to the first one. But stop being like this. And I think what I believe is it is 60 years of damage. It really is. It's trying to get that SOL mentality out. I'm going to tell you what. As I've been watching the Lions, I remember in, 2022? Saquon Barkley was the leading rusher at the time. We played the New York Giants. Do you know, now granted, their offensive line is not the Eagles' offensive line, but do you know we held him to like 15 yards? He was killing everybody, and we held him to 15 yards, right? Like, we go in with this mindset that we're scared of these people. And even Josh Allen had his way. I'm sitting there watching this guy. I'm like, there are some things you just can't stop. Josh Allen is one of them things, right? But I'm watching, and I'm like, this team can beat anybody. They really can. We have to stop being like this. There's no need to fear anybody. Okay, especially with Detroit being, these games are going to be at home, and I'm gonna tell you what, we are going to be behind this team. So we have to go in there with the mindset that we're going to win, that nobody can, that we're not going to get run over. We're not. And if the defense can't stop anybody, then the offense got to carry the load. All right. We got to stop being like this, man. I don't know, what is it going to take for us to not be like this anymore?